Hello and welcome back to Control. In this episode, we will be heading to the research sector, looking for the head of operations, Marshall. We have recently cleared out the maintenance sector. Not entirely, there are still some closed areas, not all the clearance in the world. Clearance, I don't have the highest one of it, so some paths are blocked by HIS as well. In particular, the training ground where the safe should be, with maybe some additional ability. I don't know how to get there yet. But I hope that maybe something over here in the research slash parapsychology place will help me.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
This is surreal when the guy's like, follow the manuals, or the bad things will happen, and then he just smiles. Ritual division. Okay. Ritual division is closed. Central research cafeteria. Parapsychology. Okay, I assume that's where I need to go south. Okay. What else do we have in here? Parakinesiology, Astral Exhibition, Hypnosis Lab, and Extrasensory Lab are all in Parapsychology. Luck and Probability, Protective Studies, and Synchronicity Lab. Okay. This is Administration. And we have some reading material over here. Plant complaint. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, the janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit. I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted. And people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. Nothing there. We can go up. This is conference room. Synchronicity and unseen connections. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected by a no identifiable causality yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road, now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. By Theodore Ashe, head of research. So, Darling's predecessor? I mean, seems reasonable to assume so. Needless to say, this place is massive. You can go up, you can go down, you can go wherever you want. Oh shit! I just ate the rocket. Okay. Oof. Ow. Ow. I lose 10% of my souls every time I die. I noticed. That's where extra health comes from. The necessity for extra health, that is. I did pick, like, collectibles, they do not reset, do they? Yeah, synchronicity, I have synchronicity. Okay. Where is the floating guy? Junior operative. Okay, at least that part is clear. The floaty guy. His sniper. Bureau snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance using the telltale searchlights affixed to their rifles to search for targets. His snipers are no less lethal. The corruption has not changed their tactics, and they clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated position for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and the His snipers are well aware of how to use it. Feels like the second encounter was somehow way easier. Or shall I say just the second attempt? Parapsychology, office, research, cafeteria. Labs. Okay. Something over there, and I don't think it's friendly. It also does not necessarily try to kill me right away, which is peculiar. I don't think I can survive that fall. So I assume this is supposed to be an elevator, but I cannot call it. Threshold utility. Thresholds have always been a source of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau, but we may always seize these opportunities, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. The quarry brought black rock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go to in fighting back the particularly prolific plant. These are very distinct cases and worth comparing as their study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. For who among us has touched the foundations of this world and deemed them solid? Theodore Ashe. Okay. I was reading that. Monday, cheese and vegetable. Creamy salmon. Tuesday, broad bean and potato, maybe bread, bean and potato. Wednesday, spinach crepes. I don't know how to pronounce the word. I always struggle with that. That's a waffle, okay? Boiled potatoes. Thursday, pea soup, vegetable fruits. Friday, carrot curry and sour cream sauce chips. Okay. No desserts. That's what upsets me more. I don't see any desserts there. BlackRock analysis. Hi, Carla. Does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong. It's a day in the lab. Plus, it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of the two BlackRock samples you sent. The prism of what, or whatever you called it. I found them in the usual place under C for Carla. A handy mnemonic device, right? Haha. Anyway, let me know if there is anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks or dinner even. I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime. I'm free tomorrow. All the very best, Hubert. Uh-huh. Maintenance will take care. Just the way you can wreak havoc on the environment is so impressive. Intrusive pattern. Alright. So I need to go to the parapsychology, which is directly over there. Maybe not. I mean, I see here there's a lab 1 and I'm like, where does it lead to? What is going on in this lab? Acoustic research. Alright. Night, the world is mine with nobody else out here. It's time run wild and royally cavalier? Royalty cavalier? To born ignite I do it for so much less. When all is made clear there is nothing else. And here we stand, the sweet arresting duality, and I come to it. It's resin all over me. Will I awake? Will I get a ride with you in the race of two? We're an endless stream of choices. We're the softest murmur of voices. Without names, we're fantasizing, dancing like flames, mesmerizing. My dark disquiet playing such eerie harmonies, making waves and diving under, lightning to the sound of thunder. My dark disquiet singing such haunting melodies, so white, so still, so bright, it's always too painful now. I'm ready to fight, to run from the light, and here now comes the subset corrupting reality. While now I'm Fred, will I once cease to be? Will I awake? Will I get a ride with you? In this race of two, we're momentary masters. We are false kings and bastards. Without names, we are fantasizing. We are marionettes by strings animated. Yet like lovers of strings liberated, without names, we are fantasizing. Brothers by blood separated. Marionettes animated. Lovers of strings liberated. Cool. If I press big red button. Poets of the Fall, my dark Disquiet. Poets of the Fall. They had some songs in Alan Wake, right? Answer questions within 2 minutes of listening. Did the song elicit any particular memories? If so, elaborate. Did you at any point feel a strong emotion? If so, what emotion? Did a clear image of a weapon appear at your mind during the song? If so, elaborate. Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? If so, what did they say? Do you hear them now? Please choose one from each of the following pairs. 1 or 2, A or B, day or night, apple or orange, burn out or fade away. Oh! Alright. Oh god damn it, and I was, and I was, oh no, oh no. Okay, I cannot fast forward. Alright, then we'll just listen it.
harmonies. I'm making waves and diving under, lightning to the sound of thunder. My dark disquiet singing such haunting we are marionettes by strings animated, yet like lovers of strings liberated. We are marionettes by strings animated, yet like lovers of strings liberated. Without names, we're fantasizing. Without names, we're fantasizing, dancing like flames, mesmerizing. My dark disquiet playing such eerie harmonies, making waves and diving under, lightning to the sound of thunder. My dark disquiet singing such haunting melodies. Brothers but not separated, marionettes animated, lovers of strings liberated. Brothers but not separated, marionettes animated, lovers of strings
Now we can get to the... Did the song elicit any particular memories? I was thinking about Alan Wake. Well, because Poets of the Fall were present in Alan Wake, so I was thinking about playing Alan Wake and Alan's story. Strong emotion? Nah, not really. But then again, I'm not the most emotional person out there. Clear image of a weapon appear in your mind during the song. Actually, I not really, but I was thinking about the flashlight because I don't know, just maybe some lines made me think about how Alan used flashlight to remove the darkness. Detailed description of my current surroundings as you see them. No, that's just my room. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? No, I did not. One or two. Let's go with one, A or B. Let's go with A, day or night. Sleeping or being awake? Let's say day. I don't know. Apple or orange? Probably orange. Apples due to high amount of iron, they can upset my stomach, so I would prefer orange. Burnout or fade away? I mean, due to my work, I am experiencing burning out. Not sure how severe, but signs are there. So I will choose another thing. Let's fade away. Alonzi. And then I assume this should be Poets of the Fall, or is it not? No? Okay, never mind. Now what am I doing here? skip the shelter? Why did I skip the shelter? Ah, and there was a reading material. Emergency call summary. A possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeal reality via phone line. Event is notably similar to AWE in which event is believed to have been caused by, and as a result the following measures have been taken to prevent. Cool. I love these heavily redacted reports because well, they provide so much clarity. Sorry. Okay, I think I should stop breaking environment. I still have the combat music. Maybe because of these guys. Yeah, it's quiet now. Head of research. Is this another timed one? Give me a moment to...
Questions recently regarding HRAs.
Okay.
What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hadron resonance anyway?
Do I have this multimedia?
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hadron resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
It will not be quick and painless. Resonance theory. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Open to the door to I've called the emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is resonance the key element in an altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? When you say open the door, I begin to think about the slide projector in Ordinary.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are...
Budget request. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking in an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel. All fuss, but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the strong department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. This guy knows how to lick an ass,
We're not tracking your movements,
doesn't he?
listening to your conversations.
What's with all the cubes? The astral plane and objects of power. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Surprisingly, that's a heavy room. Like, I have some frame drops. Yes. No. Smiley faces with post-it notes. Astral Plane counteressay. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to probably the board, because that's an entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I'm allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, maybe the board, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other object of power requires such direct contact with the... Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement is a natural fact and not something more...
Protect you from is classified. One day that classified not water might pour in and...
Okay, now we have dimensional research over here. Yeah, I'm a director. If I encounter the next fire break.
Possibly changing labyrinth. Can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
If I ever pass the control point, then I will teleport to mail room to deal with this thing, but for now I will ignore it and just proceed.
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites can never pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Because you got scared of the things inside, or Darling went somehow rogue? Okay. Oh, this thing wasn't here. Have I seen the crooked picture? Have I seen the weird wall? Okay. Okay. Okay, now you are just leading me in circles. Right? Oh, it certainly feels that way. It's not very clear to me what should we do. I mean, I can try to drop down down the hatch, right? Because there is only a shelter. Yeah. Wait, is that how it works? Oh! Oh, now I feel silly. Wrong button.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Astral exhibition. We don't have a control point yet. We do have some very his-contained people. Emergency call supplement. Okay. 911, what's your emergency? Hello? Oh, I'm here. Can you hear me? I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? I'm, inside the wires. I'm lost. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Go where, ma'am? Go. Gone. Away. Okay, and can you describe your surroundings? Ma'am? Hello, ma'am? Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. Some faulty objects. And another dude. Okay. Nothing particular in these. Oh, those are some freaky mannequins. Nobody likes those.
The Astral Plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the Astral Plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid, the board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes. The Astral Plane. What you see is not what you always get.
Oh, I have Pierce. Can penetrate armor and enemies at any range. Okay.
Regardless, this place is vitally
Before
important
that,
to the Bureau.
charge mode, charge, executive, okay.
Most information on the Astral Plane.
I need to travel towards the mail room, which would be executive, so I need to use spin, right? Let's remind myself on using charge. I don't think I have charge. That's a problem. I think I picked something that I don't have yet. I do have spin, however. Oh, come on. I need to get up there. Oh no, we actually completed it. Okay. Oh, that was cool. Who else is there? Are they infinite or? No. Now they're done. Maybe spin is not too bad. Just don't waste all of your ammunition, as the rule goes with probably any automatic weapons. Yeah. Oh, I need to kill specifically his guards. Oh, well, that's a little bit upsetting, but alright. Now I need to go somewhere close to central maintenance. Probably over here, right? Can I buy another weapon, by the way, already, or not really? No, not really. Okie dokie. Let's see. I want to check the training course, if I can get access to it. For that I need to get to central maintenance. So, how does this work? And now I can get to the field training. Okay. Looking good so far. Field Training Actor Complaint. I'd like to file a formal complaint regarding the unauthorized use of my voice in a state of quality that I did not agree on. The fact that they were planning to use material from what I thought was a rehearsal was not communicated to me at all. Had it been, I would have disallowed the use of those recordings. I want use of the Ranger Field Training Course recorded messages to halt immediately. I will not stand for this humiliation among my peers. I will go to HR with this if necessary. Somebody got really pissed. And rightfully so. The person did not agree on this stuff, so. Now, I recently watched Fargo, and there is a good moment when one character asks another yes or no, and no explicit thing is given.
So I just read this? Welcome to the Ranger Field Training Course. The course must be completed in the specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or?
I always did love obstacle courses.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Seconds remaining.
Oh, come on, grab it.
30 seconds remaining. Fifteen seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oh shit.
Course failed.
Damn it. Oh, so close. No, not that thing.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Seconds remaining. Course complete. Congratulations, Ranger.
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course.
Okay.
It's protecting itself.
I would like it to protect me though. The copies have been given weapons projectiles. Shield yourself to pass level test. Okay. How do I use the shield? Hold Q. Cool. I don't see my energy decreasing. Okay, but maybe I need to hold it towards the enemies as a matter of fact. Oh, I don't need to actually like hold it constantly. Yeah, energy amount and energy recovery is something that I need to concentrate upon if I want to use my my abilities more. Would be also nice if I have an opportunity to use launch and shield. Oh, so yellow. Oh, the best defense is it? Offense is the best defense, right? That's how the saying goes. Now, that was very nice. Yeah, we need to go entrance to the energy converters, and from there if I have the shield, can I go and hit? No, I cannot. Okay, let's see. Abilities. Shield strength. When released, shield propels debris at nearby enemies. Double the damage. Okay. Then you can use it in conjunction with evade. Energy will recover while shield is active. Oh, that is super useful. Oh, there are... Now I see some other trees, so I will have at least 2 more abilities, and one of them should be evade. Let's see. I have 4 of them. So this is just blunt additions to my energy. Okay. Ouch. It's all very pricey. Personal mod slot. Okay, that is good. Okay. Still don't have enough for the peers. Let's see. My loadout was yes, over here. So I have. Let's have a look at our rare mods. Launch efficiency cost minus 10%, evade energy cost minus 12, energy recovery speed plus 27%. Take that one. Accuracy plus 16 for spin. Yes. This is reload. Yeah, okay. Case files unread. Home safe. The object is a guardhouse brand home safe. Weight measurements vary. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically gather items and debris from their surroundings. The object is currently bound by... Discovered in the basement of a home in Ohio, the object gained rapid interest in certain online forums dedicated to opening abandoned safes. After months of failure, the owner attempted to open it with explosives. The object survived with no physical damage. Bureau agents were dispatched, now confident of its supernatural nature. Blood occasionally emerges from seam around the object's door. Tests confirm the blood is not human. X-rays taken of the object indicate that something is trapped inside, though the images are always blurred, which indicates the contacts of the object are moving. All attempts to open the object have been unsuccessful. Well, that is creepy as hell, not gonna lie. I need to go back to the Astral exhibition now. And with that, we will call it an episode and wrap it up. Now, thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that's the case, please leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.